So what is it that we're doing here, Tom? What are we trying to accomplish with this tasting today?
This is our 5th annual growers wine tasting. So we've done this for 5 years. The basic idea is that if we get everybody who works with us in here to taste the wines that their grapes made, we can both have a better idea of what's successful, what's not successful, what we might want to tweak to make a more interesting wine in future years. And also, probably just or as important or more important, to let them see where they fit in with everybody else.
Has it been successful so far, do you think?
For the people who come, yes. It's one of those things where, the growers know they really ought to do it, and once they make the effort to come, they're usually pretty good about coming again. But the first time out, it's always like, oh, I don't have time, I don't have time, I don't have time, and they're envisioning, I think a lot of times they're going to come down and taste their bottle of wine and leave, and that's really not the point. Taste it within the context, see where they fit within our mix of wines, and how we can do a better job all the way around.
Do you learn something from this kind of tasting format that you wouldn't learn as easily from tasting a single vineyard's wine?
Well, as a winemaker, you really need to do a tasting like this at least once a year, where you're tasting everything you did together. Because our biggest problem, or biggest challenge, I guess would be a more appropriate way of putting it, at La Rochelle is to make wines of basically equivalent quality, but differentiate them. And so this gives me a check on, albeit very young wines, where we're at, and am I succeeding in that differentiation.
How many different wines will you be showing today? Approximately.
Well, there were 5 boxes, so about 30 wines total, maybe a little more.
Terrific.